Hey guys, it's Brendan Borman back for another 270 video. Today I'll be playing as Grover Cleveland for the very first time. It's a 4-player multiplayer. I hope you join in on the fun. Please like this video to help grow the channel, reach those algorithms, and subscribe. Help us reach our goal of 5K by Election Day. All right, let's get this going. We have Julian Castro, Ron DeSantis, and Trump 2024. DeSantis has a 35% swing state bonus with other groups, high tech and oil and gas. We have Julian Castro, who has a 40% Latino, and then Xi Jinping has a vice president with Donald Trump 2024 that gives him a 55% oil and gas, gives me 70% gun lobby, has agriculture, swing states, lots of other pivot points. So I've got my eye on you, Trump 2024. Old South 40% too, my goodness. My plan here on turn 1 is to go classic Old South so I can be in those key states of North Carolina and Virginia for swing. So I can put some pressure in Louisiana for that oil and gas for Trump. And it's an easy bonus I can get on turn number 2. I also left myself the youth vote pivot. So in case I was pressured, which ironically I was pressured in Maryland of all places by Ron DeSantis, who must be a newer player because he's trying to get the high-tech bonus, getting those smaller states before the bigger states. So look for DeSantis to go to California. I am going to go ahead and complete my youth vote, save a little bit of money, and then I can go ahead and substitute the $35,000 in Maryland by opening up Arkansas and Mississippi. So that's my turn on turn number 2. DeSantis is in the lead with 73 electorals. Going to complete OS, and I've really got my eye on Trump 2024. He has not spent any money. He could be saving money and going for the deadly combination of California and Texas. You've got Castro, who has the African-American states of Florida and New York. Could also be working toward his Latino bonus. And it looks like we are going to get the Old South uncontested. Third pip action already for Castro in New York. And so it's 2 bonuses to 0 to 0 to 0. But things can change rather quickly. Now, I've got $65,000 in free cash in the Old South, so I'm definitely going to open up into an Old South state. Georgia would cover every state except for North Carolina. And then if I can open up in Tennessee, that can potentially give me access to manufacturing. I can have another African-American state if I'm able to keep the entire Old South, maybe put some backdoor pressure on Florida. It looks like Castro is going to open into California uncontested. So Trump did not forfeit. He did make a move on turn number 3, opened up into a 70% gun lobby, and finished it on turn number 4. And yeah, we are going to go ahead and move up into Georgia, just in case Virginia is taken out from underneath us. As we look toward turn number 6, oil and gas is going to be important. So we're going to open up into some oil and gas states. And then the reason I chose Tennessee, what am I doing? I should have chosen a different state to go with Tennessee, or maybe chosen Ohio. Man, so I realized that I am going to be short on the manufacturing bonus. Me, the guy who literally has videos on how to get the manufacturing bonus, did not get enough states to get the manufacturing bonus. How ironic is that? Sorry, probably should crop this out, but, we are people too, and I make mistakes. So you get to see me for who I am. I'll keep it in here. I'm going to open up into the oil and gas states of New Mexico, Colorado, and Alaska. If I'm able to hold Louisiana, that will give me the oil and gas bonus. And then really, like I said, keeping my eye on Donald Trump. 200,000 is in big conservative. So that's another national group for him. I was hoping that would not be Texas, as DeSantis pressures in Florida. So that's good. Wish it was Donald Trump, though, in Florida and not DeSantis, although DeSantis has his eye on the swing state bonus. But look at the town and gown bonus, the high-tech bonus, and the Latino bonus all going blue. Definitely going to have to keep my eye on Mr. Castro, but thankfully, I have an uncontested route to oil and gas on turn number 7. I'm also going to use some of my Old South money to go up in Maryland before it's closed out, open up into Ohio for some quick, easy EVs, and go up in Kentucky to secure the manufacturing bonus. Really, Donald Trump controls if I'm going to be pressured or not right now, and he is spending $150,000 in evangelicals. Excuse me. So I do expect Trump to finish evangelicals next turn. He's really not maximizing his cash by doing these national groups early on, because the earlier you do them, the better return on your investment that you get back. But I will say that I am now facing pressure in Texas by Castro. So I'm going to use my bonus money to defend. I do not like defending early, but the problem is not only am I defending against the direct defense in Castro, I have to be mindful of clashes, because if I spend just enough to clash, then all the money that's being saved, he could take me over later. So I'd rather overspend, maybe have a little bit higher cost, and maybe Trump will choose not to attack me, if that makes any amount of sense. Donald Trump enters into California with $400,000 spent. So that's where he's going to make his first move. Maryland is locked by DeSantis, a strange lock by Castro, who also enters into some Latino states, and no other action except my defense in Texas, and Utah does flip blue. So at the end of turn number 8, we're sitting pretty with 181 electorals. And as of right now, we are not facing pressure in Texas, although that could change pretty soon unless Trump decides to take over California and then go New York. So we are going to enter into Illinois. We are going to spend some of our bonus money, and we're going to see what Trump does. So Trump spends a cool $1 million in California. That is going to cripple Team Blue as Castro loses all 3 of his state groups. Swing states goes over to Ron DeSantis, totaling $135,000 per turn, and Castro spent to the 3rd pip in Texas. So now we have to defend there. Let's go ahead and double pip all of the empty states. This is not necessarily a ballot push as much as it is an EV push. So we are already sitting at 181, and we can be pretty selective in what we defend and what we leave open. Should someone start saving money, we can target which states we want to get back. And so I like to do that sometimes, maybe force the issue when you have a mega saver. Right now, it looks like Donald Trump will probably be the first one out, or potentially Castro if he's not able to rebound. DeSantis, as much as he's not going to win, he might not necessarily get out first because he has so many EVs, either to strong lead, uncontested, or states that are already locked. So turn number 10, some strange spending going on this game. I did do some preemptive defense in states like Georgia, North Carolina, and Alabama with my Old South money. And it looks like that we might go without a clash. New York is now pressured by Donald Trump. So, yes, we have avoided conflict with Trump up until this point. And if you look at the map, I always think this is kind of cool to look back historically, because I don't know much about Grover Cleveland. I know he was alive during the Civil War. He ran for president in 1888, and he actually won the popular vote without winning the Electoral College, which that's happened 5 times, most notably in 2016 with Donald Trump and 2000 with George Washington. But Cleveland had a similar map where he had Texas and the Old South. So maybe we can try to flip his home state of New Jersey later. That'd be pretty cool. Just going up in a few states to solidify some EVs, some manufacturing. But Grover Cleveland does not have a manufacturing bonus. He actually was pretty staunch in arguments with the railroad and some other things. So as I'm been studying Wikipedia for 15 minutes before making this video, can't claim to be the biggest Grover Cleveland fan out there, but I'm glad 270 has hashtag added all the presidents, or at least working on it. So gonna spend up in Texas here. Gonna finish off Illinois, and as you can see, I'm already at 269 electors. So I can really pick and choose if I want to go for a big steal, or what's going to happen. We might have a player forfeit. We might have another ballot block. See, Florida, can't do anything there. So I think this is just kind of a wait and see after this turn. But this game probably only has maybe 3 turns left, as my Discord is blowing up. But yeah, connect with me in the Discord if you would like me to add commentary to a game that you have done. I can do that. That would be interesting. I think we're going to try to do some primary mode action before the month is over. 270 has recently announced the next tournament in the game is going to be an actual primary mode tournament, which should be very interesting. And Wisconsin is locked by DeSantis. So here we go. No ballot. So definitely going to spend up in Texas this time. And anything I can do. Let's lock Alabama, see if we can come close to forcing the ballot. Not facing significant pressure anywhere else. And let's go with that. So California's locked. So yes, we're definitely headed to a ballot as DeSantis flips Florida. New York is locked. Texas is not locked, but it might as well be. And if we can flip something here, then we will be on our way toward winning on the first ballot, which is always fun to do. Let's go for a Nevada flip. And everything else is pretty much insignificant. If you're still with us, thanks for all the support. I plan to do some live streams as we lead up to the 2024 presidential election. Let me know what you want that to look like. Anyways, it's been good to stream a few games. I wanted to get this out today. I might not be able to post some content for a couple days. But that's the end of turn 14. All I needed was 4 bonuses, 14 rounds. And Grover Cleveland, congratulations, you have won the White House. I'll catch you guys in the next 270 video.